What's going on, guys? I'm Boogie. I'm back, and today I have something special, but I'm forgetting something. Oh, yeah. This is not a paid review. I bought this with my own money. I am not endorsing it per se, but I wasn't coached to do it either. Let's get back to it. Today, I got something great in the mail, and this comes from a company that I'm starting to like a lot. Oh, that's Opie. That's Opie. That's Opie. That's Opie. This comes from familiar name. Familiar name. Comes from Massdrop, and it is. Can't wait to open this up. It's Christmas in October. And I want to cut the top of that. Oh, where to start? Where to start? Oh, we'll come back to that. This is the Static V insulated large sleep mat. It is a lot lighter than I thought it would be. It's a lot lighter. This one is the Massdrop exclusive. It is the long model. We're going to get into this. We're going to open it up. We're going to measure it, and I am going to compare it to a mat that I have already owned and I've been using for a few seasons now, and that is the Klymit Static V insulated. It is, like I said, it's the older model, so we're going to weigh it and compare it to, and it's the regular one, so we're going to weigh it and compare it to technology then and where Klymit is now. Klymit is not paying me to talk about this, but I've been using them for about 4 years now. I started with the uninsulated and quickly realized that going through the seasons that I needed something insulated. So I got that model, but I've always found one thing in all of them to be the same. They're short. I'm 6'3", and having a little bit, trying to get comfortable on it was a bit of a challenge. Over the years, I have figured out the absolute best way to sleep on it. And there is a video that I put out, and I talked about how I did that. And I'll link it somewhere around here. So if you want to, I'll just talk about it today. Forget it. We don't have to go back in the past. We'll talk about it in the future. Let's get into it. All right. Let's get some numbers going. Let's get this turned on. Goes through its motions. All right. So in its case, that is 1 pound, 10 ounces, huh? Okay. Let's switch to 26 ounces, 26.3 ounces, and 746 grams for you gram guys. So overall, if you need kilograms, there you go. So that's the weight of the new boy in a large. All right. For the old style, which is going to give me 1 or 2 issues because I used this last night, and I tried to. Let's see how this is gonna play me. I don't think I'm gonna get a good read. I'm not gonna get a good read. I'm not gonna get a good read. Let us try something different. I'll be back. All right, so now I have figured out a way to weigh this up. This is 1 pound, 8 ounces. 24 ounces, if you just want to know it in that measurement, and a whopping 682 grams. So there's a little bit of a difference, but again, this is the regular. This is the regular. I'm breaking it all, bringing down the house, baby. This is the regular, and the other one is in the long. So let's stretch it out a little bit, and let's stretch them out and see what they are deflated, and then we'll inflate them both and see what they come out to be. That's Opie. And I'm surprised that he isn't jumping on top of either one of them, because as soon as some air gets at him, guarantee you he's going to get off the couch and jump on them. All right, first, right off the bat, I can feel the difference in the material. There's still loud, but I feel a big difference in the material. This one is more, what would be the word for this? This one feels more like it has a fabric type feel to it. It's, this one, it feels like fabric. This one here feels more like just nylon. Feels like an old school tracksuit, baby. That's what this one feels like. This one feels more matted and kind of like fabric. That's my best thing to really compare it to. Notice, coming back on this side, notice that this one has, they changed the baffles on them in the way that you fill them up. I haven't tried to fill this up yet, but we'll see if it truly is better compared to the old portion twist lock. You have an inflate side and a deflate side. It has the Massdrop logo on it. Also with this one, it's supposed to be more grippy, which, yeah, it definitely is. It is a little bit more grippy, and that is because it has this rubber backing to it. I'm going to throw this on the floor really quick and get some measurements out of it. Oh, my floor isn't long enough. It isn't long enough. Okay, there to there. All right, let's see what we get from end to end. From end to end, deflated. Come on, Bubba. Get it right. All right. End deflated is 89 inches. 89 inches deflated. Compared. Oh, no, don't do it. Yeah, he wants to talk. What's up, Opes? Hi. Hi. All right, good to go? Nope. Back. All right, I'm back. Opie he's an older dog. And he's like one of those grumpy old men that he doesn't really want affection all the time. But then when he does want it, you better give it to him. Or then he really gets angry. Um, this one is 74, I'm sorry, it is 84 inches. So that's a 5-inch difference deflated. All right. Whew. And it is wider. I'm sorry, it is a little shorter. So the new pad is deflated 31.5 inches. The old pad is 27 inches. It looks like it was 27.25 inches in width before inflation. And there we have it. There we have it. Inflated. All right, let's get them long. Stretching it out is, looks like 71.5. Like 77. Real scientific, I know. So about 77. One thing that I can tell you it does is it tapers as it gets to the end. But it feels really good. Oh yeah, so now I can really stretch out. I don't have my feet hanging off the bottom anymore. And this feels, I can tell you, getting the long is 100% more comfortable. I do not have to use those tricks that I used to use to get comfortable on this thing. I am not a back sleeper, but oh man, it works. It really works. It really works. So, getting the long model as a person that weighs about 230 pounds or so and being 6'3", it is awesome. It is much better than this one. It's wider, it's longer. Here's a comparison. Look at all that hanging off. Look at all that. Look at all that. It's just out there in no man's land. Just like a little fish out of water. It's just all bad. So this is how we usually have to sleep on my side, which wasn't really horrible, but every now and again you like to stretch out. In the summer it isn't so bad, but in the winter it is in the colder seasons, having your feet just hanging out here gets a little cool at night. Everyone knows what that feels like. 2 static V's. One I've been using for years. New design, new feel, more length, slightly more weight, but it feels really good. It doesn't look like besides the material, I don't think that they changed very much to it. I'm digging the green, but I'm digging the orange as well. So I will say that this newer one is much easier to inflate than the older model, and I'm pretty sure deflating to be just as easy. I mean, it has a little baffle versus, let's do it this way, a little baffle versus a big baffle to let the air out. So, or port, I should say, to inflate and deflate. And it has a great lock valve or a great valve closing system there, and it Also, it's directional valve, so it checks the air really well. I didn't notice any seepage, but I didn't lay on it, didn't put any pressure on it. Before I put the cap on, so I'm not sure how strong that check valve that's in there is. But from what I'm gathering so far, it's working really well. What I did notice is that I didn't have the deflation valve closed, and it started getting soft on me, and I was like, man, I hope I didn't get a defective one, right? But I looked up and I saw that there was a little caddy corner, and so I just popped it down, put about 2 breaths in it, and it was back up. Couple things. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that I blew this up, so I couldn't tell you how many breaths that it took. I actually used a old Coleman air mattress inflator to do this. There it is. So I couldn't tell you how many breaths it took to pump it up, but I can tell you that I did lay on it on this floor, and it was comfortable. Boogie out.